Welcome. Paranormal Activity 2 was released in 2010 and was directed by Tod Williams. And this film takes place, I think, 3 or 6 months before the events of the first movie. So to give a little bit more detail about the movie, it follows Christy, Katie's sister, who we all know Katie from the first movie, and all the paranormal activity events that happen in this movie. So I think this is, I don't know if it's popular or unpopular, it depends on who you ask, but I like this movie a lot more than the first movie, and I think that's because a lot more is happening and the characters are a lot better. Martine is definitely one of my favorite characters in this movie because she knows what's up and she is not for it. I like that. I like a character that knows what's happening. Christy and Daniel. Daniel is Christy's husband. They really don't know what's happening, but they become a little bit of believers as the movie goes on, which of course, you have to expect. You have to have your doubters in the beginning, but Martine knew from the beginning and you didn't listen to her. You fired her. I guess that's a little spoiler, but you fired her. Talking about other pros than Martine, there's some genuine scary moments. I really don't want to go into them because a lot of them are very jump scare and go into spoiler territory, so I won't say them, but there are moments in the movie that are actually very scary and are directed very well. I already said one of my other pros, which are the characters are better. I like these characters a lot more. Allie is better. Christy and Daniel are fine. Martine is the best. It does have better characters than the first movie. And my last pro I have with this movie is how more in-depth it gets with the story. I think it adds a lot more to the first movie, and I think it makes the first movie a lot more interesting since we kind of see what was happening before the events of that took place. So, yeah, I like how much more they added to the story. In terms of cons, I think that our parents of the movie, Julie and Daniel, Julie's in the third one, Christy and Daniel, I think they're really terrible people. I don't want to go into more detail than that, but they are terrible people and you'll understand why when you watch the movie. My other real con with the movie is how slow it is. The first half is unbearably slow, and it does the same things with like, oh, we heard a bang downstairs. Oh no, the dog is looking at the basement. Oh no, we heard another bang and the door opened. It's stuff like that. It's very boring. And by the third, fourth, sixth movie, we're gonna get a lot of that, so I hope you're ready for that. So I normally don't do this, but I thought it was very funny. So sometimes I'll look online to see other people's reviews, what they thought of it, stuff like that. I'm always interested in reading stuff like this. So there's one review. There's actually two that I'm going to read, but the first review is by Brielle Alizel Francia. I'm very sorry for butchering your name. But here's what her comment says. I don't even know if this is real or not. This is crazy. I wonder how. We're gonna blank that out because that spoils. And then, this scared me because I was alone in my house, I think. Thank you for the review, Brielle. Very, very insightful. But now we go to my favorite of all of them, and it's by Kagome Nagisa. I hope I said that right, and I'm sorry if I didn't. So they gave it a 2-star review, which I don't agree with. But funny enough, I do agree with the points that they make in saying that not the best acted. Dialogue was very awkward at times, and it turned into a modern warfare mission near the end of the movie before the big twist of an end. Kagome, you're right. I agree with you. I just don't agree with the 2 stars. So overall, I'm going to give this movie an 8 out of 10. And I do recommend it. I think it's better than the first one, but if you are going to watch this one, I do recommend you watching the first one before because it just makes sense and you won't be as confused. So thank you everyone for watching this review, and be on the lookout for Paranormal Activity 3. That'll be the next review coming out on the channel. But let's flash forward to the next review.